bass like this. It's like this. It's like this. It's like this. Boom the bass like this. It's like this. It's like this. It's like
What's up, everyone? Welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing today? Got double sound here. Hold on. Better. Witcher Brand, what's going on? Hey, Lamia. How's everyone? You can only watch for a couple hours. You have to go out later. Never seen Mad Max before. Well, I had hardly seen it until yesterday. It's fun. I'm hoping to have a lot of fun today. I think by the end of yesterday's stream, I was coming to terms with some of the things in the game that I didn't like so much, so that they're not gonna bug me, I hope. Because there's a lot I really like about this game already.
Hey, that one-armed little cougar boy arrived. Come up here. Let's yap about it.
But feeling pretty good. I can't believe my ISP just contacted me on Twitter. I've been poking him a little bit on Twitter. You know, stream drops. I mention it from time to time. I always mention them in tweets anymore when I'm talking about the stream having issues. And someone replied today, asked me to direct message them. Of course, you can't direct message them unless they are following you on Twitter. So it was a nice idea. Hopefully, Alexander, if you're out there from TDS, whatever it takes, I don't know. Can you send me a direct message and then I can reply? Do I have to be followed by my ISP before I can direct message them? Anyways, you wanted my account number. I wasn't exactly going to post that publicly on Twitter or the phone number, but I like the idea that they're trying to get in touch. C-Star, how are you today? I mean, I kind of know. It's so cool being able to catch up with everyone on Discord every day. I get up in the morning and get to hang out with people from here, and all the way up to the end of the night, and I go to bed. It's been the most incredible addition to the whole streaming experience being able to connect with everyone, not just during streams, but the rest of the time. It's I get such a big kick out of it, and I hope you are all doing the same. And if you're here and you don't know what I'm talking about, Discord, who just got $20 million in funding, in investment funding. There's a story about that today. There's a voice chat, text chat server, free, and we've got a channel set up for subs of this channel. So we've got a bunch of people hanging out there around the clock, and I just love having you all there. So I hope more people come on board as soon as possible, and we'll just keep that kicking. You're finally done with work? Awesome. Cheers to you. Cheers to being done with work. I bet Iceman's wrapping up in about an hour or so. Yeah, about an hour. I don't know if Iceman's here right now, but we are Woo. I saw you were assuming direct control before the stream started.
Thanks to you. I don't know what it is, but the scum outside seem to be thinning out.
Did I, please tell me I didn't lose quest progress. We came down here. Last thing I did yesterday was come down here for a side quest. Maybe I didn't turn it in. But, the blue exclamation mark up here, the blue marker. He sent me down there to rescue someone who's a, I can't remember, what do they call him? He's a gunpowder specialist. He's a gunpowder specialist, and we sent him here. He should be here, so.
We know how to cook that powder, but we don't have the makings. We got coal, but sulfur, you gotta recon a source for that. And then, something that we can't mine, salty peat. Gotta farm that. Frozen pissing on corpses. You gotta find sulfur and peat.
No. I bring you the prisoner. You get me ammo. That's the deal.
Take these! It's all I got. You need more, you get me more sulfur and peat.
Please say yes. God, I hope the stream is up. I haven't been talking to myself for the past few minutes. Cool. Yay! Oh, man. Yeah, it occurred to me that, forgot to unhost S7, but he had a couple ups and downs on his stream, so the host probably broke. There was, but it probably broke when his stream, dropped a few times. That's why it is working here right now. Jeet needs another saltpeter and sulfur, needs more saltpeter and sulfur to expand his gunpowder operations and start trading with Gutgash. Saltpeter is gained from rotting bodies, and sulfur from volcanic vents. Locate, mark sources of each. Reward an armory project. So there's...
My scouts report 2 sites of battle that might have bodies.
Wait until he's
I'll mark
done.
anything I find with red flares.
There's a base building aspect to this game that it doesn't interest me terribly yet. I don't know how much of that we'll need to do or if I'll end up wanting to, but you get these strongholds that you can build up by finding the right parts for and then investing your scavenged generic parts in actually assembling these things. Survey crew. So, a lot of exploration, a lot of looting, and then you have to spend your ostensibly infinite resources, because you can keep going out and killing and getting more scrap, but your scrap is fairly limited. You've got a million things to upgrade with the same scrap, and you can't do it all. You can't upgrade Max fully, and the car fully, and the bases fully. They all take scrap, and you probably spend 100 hours in game just gathering scrap if you really wanted to build everything. Hey, Lover, what's going on? So, I'm not terribly worried about the base building. Right now, what I would want from the bases is some fixed water and or food and or fuel locations. So when I need basic resources, I'd be able to get them without having to hunt around. Bring up the map for a second, show you what I mean. There are, even marked right now, there are water sources. Little blue drop of water there. Water sources all around, but many of them just have a little bit at a time. There'll be a water collector and you can half fill your canteen, things like that. when you beat a death run race, and I want to do some of those today, you unlock a permanent fuel station. So that's nice for fuel, but fuel isn't actually the biggest problem. Believe it or not, there's plenty of gas in the wasteland. Weird as that sounds, and people waste it. Water, not so much. So I don't really know, besides building up at these strongholds, besides doing the projects that create whatever they call it, a condenser, whatever produces water, moisture evaporators. Until I build one of those, I don't have a fixed position that I'm aware of where I can go refill my canteen. I have to scrounge around for that, so that can get a little messy. Anyways, just thinking out loud. You got Syndicate? You played it a little bit already. What are your thoughts? How does it feel? Started playing it. I'm looking forward to going back to Unity the more I think about it. I was really getting into the polearm combat. By the way, I'm going back to polearms. When we get back to Unity, I'm going back to polearms. There's a ton of different weapons in Unity with different animations and combat styles that are very cool looking to me. And the pace of combat was much more cinematic. It wasn't fast and furious. It was elegant and brutal. So I'm looking forward to that. I wanna get a polearm back in my hands, start pulling people off their feet. Where are we? We're at Jeets. We're at Jeets. The Balefire Flatland. The main mission has already taken us north towards Pink Eye, but I'm not ready for that. Not ready for that. I failed to upgrade the harpoon on my car. I thought I was waiting for the game to unlock an upgrade for the harpoon on the car. Let me show you here. And it turned out I was just not looking closely enough. The harpoon, in order to pull down certain things, you need to upgrade the harpoon. You can't do it with the weakest harpoon. Well, I had my eye on this 3rd tier harpoon for a while, and I was starting to see things that would require probably a 4th tier harpoon, and it was driving me nuts that I couldn't unlock it. And then I realized late in the day that I hadn't purchased the 2nd tier. That was the problem. As soon as I purchased the 2nd tier, the 3rd unlocked, I just missed it all day. So as soon as I can afford it, is another 128 scrap, we'll be able to get the 3rd tier harpoon, see if the 4th unlocks, etc., etc. But I'm not ready to go up to Pink Eye yet until I think we need the awesomely named Thunderpoon. We need the Thunderpoon upgraded. We need the Harpoon upgraded. Could probably stand to have a beefier ramming grill. Maybe some more armor on the vehicle. And engine's doing all right. I mean, obviously there's V8s, and we don't have a V8 yet. It was asked yesterday, what's your mission in the game? Well, not sure I can describe that too well, but one of our missions is to get a V8. We want a V8. That's actually seems to be one of the big story points. Max wants a V8. So it may happen today. I have no idea when it would or could happen in the story. Tires, exhaust, suspension, I want it all. Car's been rust colored. It was rust colored all day yesterday. I'd love to have, I don't know what they're gonna look like, but I'd love to have some more color on the car. Decals. They do that? Like, gear. Eye. Where would it go? Show me what it looks like. Where would the eye go? How am I supposed to know if I want it if I can't see a preview of it? Oh, preview. 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 That's not bad. Kind of like that. Pretty cool. I shouldn't spend 100 scrap on it right now, but decals. Got a couple hood ornaments. Desert Skull. Is that all cosmetic? I like the skull. Also, we've got one other unlocked. The Talon. That's the Talon. Talon looks sort of... The skull looks like a skull with horns and a big open mouth, so that's cool. The Talon doesn't look that neat. What is this? Rockmaw Brawler? Is that beer? Those aren't beer cans, are they? That is. And... yeah, no thanks. Let's go back to the skull. So, Lover, you think it has a big story, and it's a bit difficult for you, but okay? Do you mean the gameplay is challenging? The story is pretty big.
Where to grit to be the best.
Let's go do a couple random things before we do any quest. Let's go get some scrap and try and get that harpoon upgraded. Learn to drive again. I played all day yesterday. I was feeling pretty comfortable with the controls, car, and even the melee combat, which I think is kind of clunky in this game. It felt pretty good by the end of the day. So I'll have to readjust. I probably won't feel very comfortable with it right off the bat. I'll be a noob all over again. Beady Gray, what's up? Welcome. What do we have? What do we have? Eastland Sniper. Legend Encounter. I think I went heading for that yesterday and then it disappeared after I did something else. Let's go take out this sniper. Hit up a few scrap spots. Maybe go talk to this Legend Encounter, whatever that is. Basically, let's clean up Balefire as much as we can here. Maybe go up to this oil pump camp. Then we'll... Excuse me. Wow. Then we'll go somewhere else. Capitan, how are you doing? Greetings. Good to see you. Oh, that was a hell of a sneeze. Danke. Tear-assing through the wasteland. Line of fire, yeah, that's it. I don't want to be in his line of fire. What I do want to do, though... Hey, buddy! Oh, you're screwed. I'm not close enough, but now we are. Bye-bye, sniper. Bye-bye. Oh, does he have a buddy? He's got a buddy.
Yes, even the littlest ones are armored up.
Even the littlest ones are armored up. How did that crack my glass? Alright, let me see if I can do a 180 and come at this guy. We figured out the handbrake, but that did not work very well. I've got grinders. I should be able to drive alongside someone now. That's fucked. He turns way better than I do. And I don't think there's any good reason he should be able to turn that much better. If I took his car, it would be a piece of shit for me, but when he's driving it... What can I do with the harpoon? Let's see. Can I do anything useful with the harpoon yet? No? You won't even fire it? You won't even fire the fucking thing? What is that about? Can I actually do this? Can I snipe someone in their car? Yeah! Fucking stop! Stop! Just stop right there. Is the car better than yesterday? It's slowly getting better. Slowly getting better. Can you find enough scrap to build a pod racer? Possibly. Here's what I think we're gonna do. I mean, this fuel can. Now, if I'm lucky, I should move my car away, but I'm not going to. Let's just, I don't want to refuel that shit. Ignite that shit. Much better. Now. Watch out. Oh, there we go.
Here's your rubber last naked.
What a prick. Man, getting caught doing 180s with some fucking wastelander is really stupid. I'm gonna mess you up. That's right, we're behind you now. How do you like it? How the fuck do you like it? Really? It didn't destroy him. We both went into the wall. Arr! I'm coming for you. That's right, that's right. I'm coming for you, wall! I'm coming for you! Jay loves wall. Jay loves wall. You just watched Step Brothers for the first time? I don't even know what that is, actually. This is terribly inefficient, but this guy's gotta go. This guy's gotta go. Step on it! Oh, we're gonna step on it. Where's he going? Damn, he's taking. I don't even know where he's taking me, but.
Oh, my angel, that was close. Be more careful next time. I beg of you.
Jesus, there's no end to him. How am I supposed to stop and loot one if the others just keep coming?
Fuel tank's exposed.
It's getting fucking old. Can we do a Top Gun here? There we go. And it'll blow right by. Just think Top Gun. Just hit the brakes and he'll blow right by. And then you're behind him. No, dude, how do they control their piece of shit cars so well?
He's dented bad. Clincher him.
Yeah, what a prick. Is he out of there? Is he fucking gone now? Does he realize he's on the defensive and he's leaving? Because I haven't been able to loot one of these fucking cars. They won't leave me alone.
Convoy of epic proportions.
Playing fucking bumper cars here.
Carries a great and powerful artifact on its hood.
The Magnum Opus is really hurting right now. We're gonna need to get out and repair very soon.
This is no good.
But it's making me crazy that I can't stop to loot any of these without getting harassed again. There's too many crack junkies in the wasteland.
You wanna let all that scrap drive off? The fuel tank.
Their fucking handling is out of control. Those vehicles do not handle that well. Only with the AI do those vehicles do anything like that. There's just no way. They don't. They just don't. What a load of shit. Come at me, bro. Come at me. Do it again. Come at me. Come on. Play chicken with your ass. Come on. Come on. Come at me. Do it again. There you go. Did you get tired of driving? I got tired of you driving. We need to get off the road. There are too many fucking wastelanders. There isn't time to stop and loot anything. There's so many of these guys. Parry timing's a little... I'm getting a little more used to it. I still think it's crummy. What a fucking joke. Would you guys stop? Get out of your car, fight like a man.
The wheel!
Well, that roll didn't work very well. Ah! Where did we even end up on the map? Jeez. Took out a sniper here. And then, what have we been doing? We've been going with this the past 5-10 minutes. Denza, how are you, man? Oh, God.
Say, we must get on with our sacred mission.
Yeah, we must get on with it. Wow. That was intense. Not actually the kind of intense I was looking to start with. I wanted to go mess someone up, not get chased in circles for 10 minutes, but that's okay. Hell out of here. We're going here. You're ill, Densa? I'm sorry to hear that. You're hoping to get better, or you're getting better as the day goes on? Was it like a stomach bug, or food poisoning, or what's going on? Is the map big? Yes, Speedy Gray, the map is very big. So yesterday we spent most of our time, the game started down here, we moved up into Blackmaw, up into the Balefire, and then the quest took us west into the Grit Canyons and over into Gutgash's territory. But if you look, we haven't even been to most of the locations in the game. I forget locations, we haven't even been to most of the zones in the game yet. Not even close. These zones over to the east, the Great White, hardly been there either. End of the day yesterday, we came down here and did a little bit of something. So, it's quite big. It's on PC, BD Gray, Syndicate's on PC. Why were you asking, though? And Unity is also on PC. When Unity crapped out, when the save got lost, people were getting Unity set up so we could do some multiplayer in Unity. So it doesn't say it on the schedule, but I would totally be down with doing some multiplayer when we get back to Unity. There's those guys you can't parry. And I switched my control scheme yesterday because it turns out there is a handbrake. But I changed my control scheme because of that, and I'm still getting used to dodge not being on the bumper now that dodge is on the B button. Hey, what's up, Crisis? How you doing today? Yeah, if anyone, hey, TDS Telecom is now following me. Cool. Give me a second. Let me send a direct message. TDS, now that I can. And see if Alexander responds. So give me a quick sec here. All right, message. Okay. All right. Sorry for that. But if you've been here a while, you know I've had a lot of recent troubles, net troubles, especially at the end of the day. Hey, T Street Controversy, what's up? How often do you stream? Hey, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. And Densa, thank you for posting the schedule. Yeah, I stream basically 5 days a week. It was 6 days a week. And 24-hour streams every month. That used to be every week. But that was a little crazy. I was going to die if I kept doing that, I think. I probably would have died. Better not to die. And 24-hour streams every month. Streaming about 5 days a week otherwise. But this is very cool. I have a business account with my internet provider with TDS. And the problem is that they have oversold their service in the area and they need to do backbone equipment upgrades. They're putting in a new fiber backbone. They have all their points of termination coming together. They have equipment mounted, chassis built. They have all this stuff in place for fixing the problem. But until they finish testing node to node to node, they're not flipping the switch. So meanwhile, they continue selling their service in an area that has already reached and effectively exceeded 100% capacity. Think of a plane with 200 seats and they sell 300 tickets. But then put everyone on the plane anyways. Who gets a seat? Who doesn't? Do you get a seat for the first part of the ride and then you gotta stand in the aisle? Anyways, it really blows. Because my schedule has me streaming until about 9 o'clock my time most nights. But what? Oh shit! I didn't know there was a storm coming in. Get to the... Shit! I'm in big fucking trouble. Can I get to my car? Can I get to my car? Where did that... Was that a dust devil? I didn't hear... It doesn't look like a sandstorm.
I'll fix it.
Oh shit! What? What? Give me...
Oh, here it comes! A mighty duster!
Oh my god. Wowza. I'm just, I didn't get a response from them,
I don't mean to
but
question your saintly methods, but
I was
the
looking.
angel calls for our holy works.
Let's get it started. That was a pretty good ragdoll, wasn't it? Damn. I think we're good on this location too. The timing just worked out. We got that all looted out. It's happening! What's up, Darth? Yeah, I have some better suspension and tires now, so going over a little bit of rough terrain doesn't completely ruin my ride, my ability to steer. Vehicle seems to perform so poorly at low speeds, though. I guess it's because we're driving on sand and dirt, but still a little rough. Please tell me that comment came through. Comment, BD Gray, I don't see anything since you said, sorry for the huge message. No, it didn't come through. Nope. No huge message. Shit! I'm gonna park up here. That's right, asshole. Get out of your car. Time to die. You should have just kept driving. What a prick. Yeah, was it a whisper or a either way, Twitch messages have, I don't know what the actual limit is, but long messages get cut off by Twitch. Go up there. Gotta be some good way to get up here. Probably not where I'm going. Let's see if there's an opening, maybe a crack over here. Max is no Lara Croft, and he's terrible with terrain. Unity is one of those games. Every 30 minutes you have problems on PS4 with Unity. I can't speak to that, but even though 8 gigs of RAM is not considered a ton for a gaming rig, I'm personally pleased that the current generation of consoles stuck that much RAM in. After what they did with the last generation, where effectively the PS3 had 256 megs, it actually had a split. It had a couple different memory types that were accessible in different ways. But effectively, the thing only had 256 megabytes of RAM. So it was nice to see 8 gigs, and hopefully, with some more practice, developers are going to make efficient use of that system as they learn to with the PS3. And just look at Grand Theft Auto 5 on 360 and PS3. It's amazing that game works, and it works well. So I don't know what Ubisoft, why they had so much trouble getting Unity. Maybe they just put too much in. But I'm pretty confident that developers will get a handle on the current generation of systems by the time that generation is nearing its end, just like they always do. Yes, BD Gray, you want to give the PS4 some room. Don't have it up against the wall. I've got mine in a little cabinet, but I actually took the back of the cabinet off, so it has, and I pushed the PS4 right up to the edge of the shelf. It actually vents downwards. It vents out the back, but it also vents downwards. So if you have the PS4 on a shelf, some of that heat is going to rebound. I don't know why it's not a straight. I don't build this stuff, but I moved my PS4 to the back of the shelf, so it actually vents right off the edge of the shelf, and the shelf doesn't warm up as much because it's not being hit with the hot air. And what you're saying about it hitting the wall, very true. You don't, if your wall's getting hot because the PS4 is that close, then it's probably not venting as well as it could, and you may want to mess with that. scrap behind me I didn't pick up, but I'm not getting out of the car again right now. I want to figure out how... Oh, it's over here. It's over here. Sweet.
Stay put.
Yes, I will protect her, Saint. But don't be long, please.
What if you put your PS4 vertically? Well, I don't know if you use a lot of discs. That used to be certain consoles, certain generations and versions of consoles had more or less trouble, potential trouble with discs and drives and things falling off a track, but generally it should be fine. Run it vertically. I mean, it's not going to magically make it cool better unless where you have it sitting gives it more room to breathe. You said 4 inches away. Yeah, I'd go for a little more. I'd go for a little more if you can. I guess mine's probably only 4 or 5 inches away from the wall too, but it's at the edge of a shelf, so it really vents down off the shelf and not really into the wall. That's what I have in my head. Maybe I have to double check that. Oh. Guys, I distinctly remember eating this guy last night. I recognized the face. Oh. Oh. Dude ate the dog. You see that? Read that again. Guys, I distinctly remember eating this guy last night. I recognize the face. Well, if we see Tim gonna die. Tim gonna die. Nobody eats dogs on my watch. I know plenty of countries people actually do eat dogs, but let's not go there, okay? Let's not go there. We don't eat dogs on my watch. Ah, the engine sounds are great. The combat sounds, the engine sounds. This game has fantastic audio design. Not enough music. I don't know that the game really demands music, but in my mind, music, good music, even if it's ambient, I guess you could call the ambience music, but it adds so much immersion. And there are a lot of quiet moments in this game where it feels like it's missing something. But all the sound effects are excellent. What am I scrapping? Where's, what am I looking for? This looks like nothing. Maybe it's underneath. Maybe there's a little cave or something. Hey, Kentravillis, what's up? How are you, man? I don't know if Spider's gonna be around today, but Spider's getting very close to 1,000 hours. There are a few people getting there. 200 hours. What a wide range. And a lot of people who were here last year over the summer, Entrobot has no idea how much time you spent in the channel there. So there are a lot of people who have more time in the channel than is recorded. But and there's also people who just don't have enough time to be here for countless hours, but they've been here for a very long time. That's where I was going. Like Kentravillis has been here since May or June of last year. Kentravillis has been here since the beginning. But at whatever the 12 hours says, he's been here since the beginning.
Someone here!
There you go. There aren't a lot of May dates. There aren't a whole lot of May dates. That's what I'm saying. Shit. He just throw his poop at me? There's no one up here. Someone threw their poop at me. Hey, Max! Face the right way!
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Hey, Davenation, thank you for the host, man. Welcome. Davenation was playing some Tomb Raider this morning. That was fun. Hey, Davenation, I got a question for you, and it's probably just my imagination. But watching you stream again recently, now that you're back to streaming when you can, I don't remember your voice being so deep. When I first saw you, when I was starting to stream back in May and June, is that just my imagination, or did your voice get deeper during this past year for some weird reason? My imagination, right? Whoa. Well, that was a nice lot of scrap. Yeah, everybody check out Davenation if you see him streaming, or even when he's not streaming. Your voice is horribly deep. I wouldn't call it horrible. I would call it beautifully deep. Beautifully deep. I was muted watching this morning. I know I already told you, but and then when I unmuted it, the first word I heard was this really deep blimey. Yeah, you put a good smile on my face. Anyways, Davination's a lot of fun. Check him out on Twitch. Give him a follow. Hey, Tammy. How are you doing? It also sounded different to you? Well, I wonder why that is. Do not know. Oh, blimey.
Lie low here.
That's the plan!
You want to escort us as henchmen? What hungry you from? You will suffer! Don't let him take us back! Promise! Take your head off! Get back! Seeping out!
Yeah, I still struggle a bit with it because I get really hung up on doing these heavy attacks. I love doing the heavy attacks, just knocking someone cold. But I continue to feel like when I'm doing heavy attacks, I have a different window of opportunity with the parries. You get the same radial, but it doesn't seem to respond the same way when you're in the middle of a heavy attack. And my gut tells me it's just the animation. Something about the timing of the animation, but I don't really know. Feels that way. We have got enough scrap for a tier 3 harpoon now, and some other stuff. Oh yeah. That could be Davenation, I just haven't heard it in a long time. Harpoon. Tier 3. Man, I've been waiting for that. And tier 4 is unlocked. So, in order to continue the main story and not feel like the car is gimped, I think I need this 4th tier harpoon before we go north. You just mean? No. Sure. 300. We got to gather a lot more scrap. You're gonna do Watch Dogs or Witcher as it's Wednesday. A W for Wednesday. Yeah, I had some ideas like that too that never really came to pass, but multiplayer Mondays or throwback Thursdays, we talked about that some. It's not that those things can't happen, but I felt like I didn't want to tie down my schedule in that way to a particular I just didn't want to restrict my scheduling choices that way. A little dot on the map told me I wasn't done here, so I came back. Jeet's Stronghold, 1 of 2. So that's what I really want. As far as base building, which I don't care too much about, if I had 2 parts for the water collector, they call it water storage. Didn't even read what it said, but it was water. It was water. If I had the other part, I would build that, and then I'd have a place to go to fill the canteen reliably, instead of having to scrounge every time. Like right now, if I want water, fill the canteen, we should go back up here. Oh. Let's do it differently. Let's do this. Let's go scavenge, possibly scarecrow, scavenge, camp, scarecrow, water, and I don't know, Jeets. Probably don't even need to go back to Jeets, but let's keep scavenging. Densa, you would play Tomb Raider, but you already saw most of it. It's fun. It's fun to play. Just running and jumping around as Lara is always a good time, I think. I'd say play it anyways, Densa. I got 4 good playthroughs out of the 2013 Tomb Raider, and I would love to do 100%, or at least go and up the difficulty and play again, the new one. And it played smooth on Xbox One. Maybe there's no reason to get a PC copy. It played really well, and it looked great. You heard, Mean Mask, how are you doing? You heard the world has no travel barriers. Yeah, that's true. So if you're down here, and you want to drive across the entire wasteland in one shot with no loading screens, you can do that. There are situations where you might have to do a mission to bust open a gate to get through a certain place. So I suppose it's possible that there's terrain blocking travel in some areas. But as an example, I busted open a gate here. I think there was a mission to bust open a gate here. And at this point, I can drive right through that. It's all open. But until the mission had me open that gate, I suppose I might have been cut off from the northern part of the map. Not sure. Yeah, it's really open. Map is really open. Effectively no travel barriers. And that was supposed to be a handbrake, not a boost. I get distracted easily. You gotta ask a question. You have to ask it something. It'll work, Kentervillis, it'll work, but you have to ask it something, or it won't respond. Witness me! Hey, menu, please. Oh, Max! Max! Max, please. Max loves shadowboxing. It's one of his things. Clown shoes! Did you try? You sounded like you were making attempts to eat We Are Woo, and you weren't sure if it was. I saw what you said in Discord. How did that work out? Man, I hate getting stomach sick. You were trying to get 100%. That's what I was watching, and it's hard. It's a little bit fun, but not entirely fun at all. Oh. I'm not saying I'd love every part of it if I was going for 100%, but I might be willing to try it. You are going to need a better answer than that, and hopefully without trial and error. Nothing. There's more scrap at this location. The hand on the mini-map that marks a scavenging location. Here, there's one history relic and one more piece of scrap. Is she lurking? I thought I saw her name on the list before. My mother's lurking out there. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. Yes. And that glint up there is a sniper who could probably shoot me from that distance, even though that sounds absurd. But if you can see the glint of their scope, they can generally shoot you from that distance. It's not terribly fair. It doesn't seem terribly fair. Snipers seem to have an incredible range in this game. History relic. Lara's new pup, Silver. So cute, you just want to eat him up. What is it with all the dog eating in this game?
They didn't eat dogs then.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And neither will you, Max. Hey, Sempi, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Good to see you. Sempiternal WoW has been... Oh, you moved on to Dragon Age. Wow, okay. Alright, fill me in, Sempi. What, Talk to me about Dragon's Dogma for a minute. Did you play all the way through and finish? What, are you mixing it up with Dragon Age? Where did your Dragon's Dogma playthrough go? Sempi's been playing Dragon's Dogma. I didn't realize he was on Inquisition. But right as I was finishing Dragon's Dogma, Sempi was getting into it and loving it, right? Did you continue to love it all the way through? Mad Max is fun. Definitely not perfect. Definitely has some things that I don't like so much, but they're not deal breakers. The game is a lot of fun. So it took me a while to reach the point where the combat wasn't really bugging me because it's kind of clunky. I feel sounds great, doesn't control as great. Overall, the controls in the game are not exceptional. There's some weird default mappings, and but the game's a lot of fun. Reba's been dedicated to keeping you company all day, so at least there's that. Awesome. That's where I would want her to be if I were in your shoes. Yeah, she's continuing to mend from the surgery well. Davination, you're thinking about doing Mass Effect on Thursday? So you are going through it all. You're nearly done with Dragon's Dogma. You're nearly done with the Everfall. I raged out on the Everfall. What level are you doing the Everfall at? And you want to finish it before you go to Bitter Black. I raged out on Everfall, went to Bitter Black, did some of that, and then basically raged out on that too. I'm curious to know. Probably break my heart a little bit if you're succeeding at doing it and enjoying it at a lower level, but I don't know. I had a lot of hang-ups with it in the end. She's doing well. Today's the first day you haven't given her pain meds, and she seems fine. Pay attention when you're driving, Jay. That's awesome, man. That is really good to hear. Just go off-road and ditch this guy. I'm going somewhere. We don't need to take out this car that's on my tail. Or we do, because this is my destination.
Look! They're racing one of their scarecrow abominations!
I'll deal with it.
Hey! Like, so that particular counter, missing that particular counter, the very first one when I was coming in, I think I was actually holding Y a little bit. But that's my biggest problem with combat so far is, despite playing Arkham games and Assassin's Creed and Shadow of Mordor and every other game that's fucking copied the Arkham system, this one seems to have very picky counter timing. Even though you get a radial that shows you, and if you get it when it closes in on the center, it's a perfect parry. It doesn't feel as smooth. Having played enough copycat systems by now, this is probably the... No, I take that back. Assassin's Creed is the worst copy of Arkham when they try to do it like that. And, but this one isn't far behind. Sempi, it is, you found it rage-inducing as well. But what level, roughly, are you at? Are you in the 30s, 40s, 50s, higher? It was killing me in the 40s. I mean, I could fight things, but it wasn't like a Dark Souls challenge. Things were really damage sponges. In Dark Souls, when the difficulty goes through the roof, you still do ample damage to your enemies. You just have to be clever and patient and properly evasive or blocking or whichever Souls game it is. But in Dragon's Dogma, you could do those things, and then you get your attacks in, and your attacks do nothing! So little, so you have to sit there and wail away at every little enemy. And then the big ones, oh my god, those fights are fun, but if the deck is stacked, and you have to do multiples of what feels like appropriate damage, meanwhile, you're just getting crushed. I don't know. I don't want to go back to the things that frustrated me with it, but whew, there were a lot. I lost my patience with it. I needed to stop before I got angry, and yeah, the damage threshold was... And there's a hard mode. I wasn't even playing it in hard mode. One of my favorite Dark Souls streamers, it's actually the reason I finally got into Dark Souls. I had tried and failed a few times to get into Dark Souls, but I watched Milt RVD, Milt RIVD. I always forget a letter in his name. But Milt, he does Iron Man runs, basically. He calls it hardcore mode. And he plays through Dark Souls 1, mostly, without dying. I think he's gotten as far as, like... Shit, timing. I think he's gotten as far as maybe NG4, from NG to NG4 without dying. Although, he doesn't always finish every run at all. But he started Dragon's Dogma, blind, hardcore mode, hard mode, hardcore mode. So he's trying to do a no death, right off the bat, hard mode run of Dragon's Dogma. And I haven't watched any, but I saw it listed, and I was pretty impressed. It just sounded so miserable to me, though. I wouldn't want to do that. Obviously, I couldn't do that. I couldn't even stop myself from just... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I heard him in there. It didn't all click, though. Can I see if I can get this guy off? How do I throw him off the car? That's sort of worked. And he's dead? Well, that didn't quite feel right. Oh, Max. One thing some of the enemies in this game do pretty well is actually dodge. There are a bunch of enemy types that will dodge your melee attacks until you counter them. That's good. You managed to get through NG+2 and lost your saves. Well, that sucks. I know the feeling, having just recently lost my Unity saves. Let's see if you can get this guy off. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, I put that in as you. That's not exactly right, is it? Let's see. Quote edit 58. Let me see if I can do this. Quote edit 58. I don't hear myself say these things half the time till you point them out in chat. We have no fresh food, only canned and dry goods. History relic. Oh, trust me, I would rather have that attributed to someone else, but like I said, fair is fair. I can't pawn that off on you. Makes me think of a scene from Star Trek VI when the trial is occurring. Don't wait for the translator! Those words were spoken by me. So, steering wheel's on the right side of the car. Not the left. And if you get in the car from the left side enough times, Chum Bucket on the back here will comment on that. Can't remember his exact words, but I think he basically calls you out for being confused. I don't know if I can take that tower down with this harpoon, but we're gonna try. Come on! Oh, shit, it has tethers. That's different. Crap! That really didn't work. That should get him. There's different ways to get the flames. If you take out the fuel tank that feeds the flames will go out. But you can also find the valve and turn it off, and maybe there's even other ways. A weak gate, okay. Come get some.
Stay.
Get some, get some. Who else wants some? There we go. Yeah, you look like you wanted some too. Who hasn't had breakfast yet? Take your medicine. No one's coming to help you. So believe it or not, Max, being no Lara Croft, he cannot grab this ladder. I mean, you'd think if he just reached, he could... He doesn't even need to jump. He could probably extend his arms and grab the rung. And apparently he doesn't know how to do pull-ups. Speedy Gray, you just finished. Washed your face with so... Good luck. Good luck with that. That doesn't sound fun. Agua. Agua. White Glove Society. Opening statement is weak. How are you doing, White Glove? What's weak? This is weak. I'm weak. You're weak. What's weak? Somebody throw their poop at me again. Come on, shit slingers. Where are you? Did he throw his poop at me through the door, maybe? He did! He's throwing shit at me through the door. Alright, hold on. One guy down. Roll! Come on, roll! I'm not very good at getting war criers. Come on! Fuck you, Max. You don't have long for this! There we go. Alright. No buffs. If the war crier manages to get on a full alert, all the enemies will be buffed. And then it just makes combat a little more of a pain. And it's already a little rough around the edges compared to other brawl systems. But finally. Max! Max, why you no counter? Explosion required. Oh, I think we can accommodate. Well, it's too bad. I don't think you can't really control the roll on these things. I mean, you can't pick it up. You can push them around. I don't think I've ever tried to reposition a barrel before, but let's do it. Why not? We just need a gas can. We could shoot the thing with a shotgun. I think the shotgun would work even when it says explosion required. But we could also just grab a Thunderpoon. Or this is Thunderpoon's what the car has. This is just similar. What are these things called? I can't remember from the movie. I just saw it this weekend, but the sound effect didn't play from this distance. That's interesting. Didn't even register at this range. More dog food for Max. Hey, between eating dog food and eating dogs, take the dog food. You're welcome to eat dog food in Max's wasteland, but you eat a dog and Max is gonna bust your skull. There's one insignia, 2 pieces of scrap, and an oil well part. We're not leaving until we get it all. It's not that I need to 100% the game or get everything in every camp, but if I stop at a camp or a scavenging location, it really bugs me that I might walk away and then it's still marked on the map because it's not clear. So unless I don't go to a location, I'm gonna be pretty stubborn about cleaning them out. Let me go back up. I bet I can zip line down to a part of the map I wasn't in. Getting around the larger camps, and I'm bad with navigation in games generally, is a continued source of some frustration because it's not on rails by any means, but there are certain paths you can take to get to sections of a camp. And you can't really freestyle it because you're not Lara Croft and you can't just climb on things you should be able to. So sometimes you have to take a certain ladder, open a certain door, use a zip line, go across a certain bridge, and if you don't, there's just no other way to get to the other section of the map you're in. Okay, we could build an oil well at Jeet's Stronghold if we want. More interested in a permanent water source. 2 pieces of scrap and 1 insignia. The insignias glow red. I suppose if we could spot the insignia glowing somewhere, that might even lead us to the last piece of scrap. So before I get down to lower ground, Oh, stop. Oh, Max. Oh, Max. See, this is what I'm talking about. Max really can't navigate terrain. He has to have fixed points. Oh, lucky. We should be able to knock this ladder down now. A shortcut, if you will, from the front of the camp to this part of the camp. Yeah, we were talking about dog food and dog biscuits yesterday, right? Who has eaten them? Who continues to eat dog food and dog biscuits? Came in down. Thanks, Max. We came in down there. If there's anything up here. Don't see a sign of the insignia. I don't really care about the insignia too much. I do want that other bit of scrap. Nice, Max. Let's just do a little tour of the camp. And if I find the scrap and not the insignia, I'll move on. Maybe we'll find both. Dogs? You like dogs? You like dogs? Riggs eats dog treats. Lethal Weapon. Yeah, Mad Mask. I haven't thought about that in a while, and I watch Lethal Weapon a few times a year, still to this day. Riggs eats dog treats. Yeah, he does. How are you doing, Edge? What am I missing? This is a reasonably sized small camp. Lots of nooks and crannies. And I have to say, I like that there's no Witcher sense, detective mode, whatever. You can't just click a button and have everything glow on the map. In fact, about the best you can do is bring up this checklist of things you have and haven't found. Snowed in. That could be good. Is snowed in good? In your case, in this case. I wouldn't mind being snowed in as long as I still had power and internet. Oh, I didn't go through here. I blew this door open and I didn't go through the door. Genius. Genius at work.
What's that? We got company!
Max just broke his spine. You feel like running outside in shorts? The Hot Pockets. The Hot Pockets you feel like eating, right? You don't feel like running outside in shorts yelling Hot Pockets? Because that would be weird. It's snowing! Hot Pockets! Oh, fuck! Max! I thought he'd be dead. I thought he'd be dead. Max dies from fall damage quite easily. Instead, he's just limping. Sorry, Max. I didn't mean to break your leg. Welcome back to Earth. What you need is power, broadband, Hot Pockets, and caffeine. You know, I'd be so down with Hot Pockets if they were consistently warmable. But as you all know, if you eat Hot Pockets, there's about a 50-50 chance that you can cook them enough, you can heat them enough, but then they'll burn your mouth. So if you go for some middle ground, you know you end up with a cold center. And that's just disgusting. Let me get a message to Nate here in Discord. He's having some trouble, and I think I can at least suggest what's going on. Hey. Hey. Everybody's having tech issues these days, and certainly I am also having tech issues these days. Nothing like being a tech with tech issues, or, you know, I imagine being a sick doctor is pretty shitty too. Max stood pretty darn close to that explosion, and we're in a cave. You'd think the shockwave in here would be near lethal. I want the scrap. This... Well, you know, the camps are different. The camps are never gone from the map. I could probably walk away from this piece of scrap and not go all OCD on it. It's one piece of scrap, but it's not going to stay marked as a scavenging location. It's going to stay marked with a check mark like other camps. Isn't that right? Yeah, camps we've cleared. Dismantled camp, dismantled camp, dismantled camp. So my brain can cope with that. I can walk away from this. Let's walk away from this. Is the game any good, Edge? Yeah, I'd say it is. It's a lot of fun. Has plenty of flaws. If I could make one generalization about the game, a negative generalization, it would be that it seems to be stretched a little thin. There's this huge open world, and they had to replicate a lot of the activities. The filler for the world is good, but they basically had to replicate all these activities so many times to fill in the open world. You may have heard it elsewhere too. It's a little repetitive. I'm not feeling burnt by that yet, but I think I might be later on in the game. There are no frames dropping at the moment. Sorry to hear that. I mean, yeah, that sucks. Yay tech. Yay tech. Which was which? Which was which? Told you I get lost pretty easily. Over this way. Car over this way. I'm also very bad with this mini-map at judging distances. You know, car mirrors in America say objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Well, objects on the mini-map here are much further away than they appear. Nothing like your 12th fetch this list of random stuff mission. They actually aren't too bad about that. Fetch quest being a stereotypical filler. It's a little different here. There's just a ton of scavenging and a ton of locations that are not too different from each other. They might have slightly different layouts, but one camp is a lot like another camp is a lot like another camp, and they have similar defense types even if it starts to ramp up and a few new things get added throughout. Bob. Hey, Bob, what's up? That answers your, sort of answers your question. Yesterday, you fired off King Bob right before it triggered on its own. We Are Woo came in before the stream started today, so I don't actually know if they were working. You know what? You know what? How do I like Chum Bucket? He's awesome. Chum Bucket is awesome. I don't have to restart the stream to fix the sound effects. Last time we were talking about that, I think those were the words out of my mouth. I'd have to restart the stream. That's not true. I can kill Ankbot in the middle of a stream. So, and welcome, Bob, by the way. Let me kill Ankbot real quick. Ankbot is Entrobot. Entrobot is Ankbot. And close. Go good, stream happy? Yes, of course. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There is a decent chance that the sound effects will be working fine now. Probably doesn't need a machine restart. It probably just needed an Ankbot restart. So I hope we're good. Cool. You're doing great. Just got home. Made you some Toll House. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Toll House cookies. That would be nice. This over here. Minefield. Wasn't there before, was it? So minefields are one of the activities I haven't done any of yet. You take the dog, which Chumbucket named Dinky D after the dog food that you keep finding. We eat Dinky D dog food. And the dog that the game started with is, I don't know, is he our dog now or Chumbucket's dog? I think he's Chumbucket's dog. But Chumbucket calls him Dinky D after the dog food. We haven't seen much of him, but he's involved in the minefield clearing, and I don't really know how that works. Maybe we'll find out today. Bob's first world problems. Nah, remote control's not working. That's serious business. That's serious business. Well, that was a bit of a drive-by harpooning. Incoming vehicles. Shit. That was sloppy. That barrier was way stronger than it looked too. That just screwed my whole plan up. Alright. Come on in. Let's do this. Let's do this. Why did that vehicle stop? And is it not hostile? I'm really confused by the presence of this vehicle. He's stuck. I think he's stuck. Alright, I know what to do with that. Show me your pretty face. Can we get him right in the eye? An IT architect who can't change batteries. I get people calling me from HP. I have chip designers from HP who call me for help with Windows. You know, we all have different skill sets. The fact that you can be really good with one thing doesn't mean you're experienced with the thing right next to it. And being a jack of all trades, computer tech, I get a lot of that. People expect me to know the thing that's one click over from the thing I just did. It doesn't work that way, generally. It would be cool if it had cracked. That would have been pretty cool. So Griffa is part of the leveling system. You can skill up in lots of ways. In fact, it's almost too many ways. Sure, some people will. That's the stupidest comment ever. More options is stupid? No, that's not really what I mean, but having... I could relate it to tech, but I don't think that would click for too many people. Having 5 different places which have their own breakdowns of skill trees and leveling is a little... Not that it's too confusing, but you go here to level up this, and here to level up that, and here to level up this, and max levels up in 3 different places. I was going to relate it to tech by saying it's kind of like the way Windows 8 and 10 have bastardized the settings. You've got overlap between control panel and the new settings, and they do some of the same things, but they each have things that they do that the other one can't do. What? I have to go 2 different places to change the basic settings? You have to go 4 different places to level your stuff up in this game, including Griffa. Well, let's go visit Griffa and skill up a little bit. But that's completely different than leveling up the car or giving max skills from here. And then you have legend points, and the legend points level you up in some way. I mean, does Max have a level? I think Max has levels in different things, but I really don't understand it. Hey, Romy, how you doing? How's work going today? Hey, Wolf, what's happening? Wasn't it advertised as going on forever? The game? Game going on forever? I didn't get caught up in the ad campaign for this. I didn't know much about the game. I only saw Fury Road this past weekend. Very cool. Movie was excellent. Movie got me pumped to play the game. Shoulder charge, gunshot execution move, limb breaking counter. Deal massive damage and daze the enemy with this powerful counter move. Yeah, I would like that, I think. Fury ground execution. Tempting. Wall finisher. I end up pushing people up against walls quite a bit. So that might work. Reversal. A reversal move that disarms an armed attacker after a perfect parry. I don't do a lot of perfect parries, so I'm not going to mess with that. The map. Does the map go on forever? No, I mean, it's not procedurally generated, so it can't go on forever. The map seems static. It has boundaries. I haven't reached the boundaries of the map. I don't know how they handle that. Is it an invisible wall? Do you get warned by the game that you're going to die of thirst if you head off in a direction? I don't know how they handle it, but I haven't tried to push the boundaries. So right now, there's no more melee upgrades I can get from this screen. Stuff I can do with the car. Actually, let's do that. Just gonna get that 4th tier harpoon if I can. It's 900. 900. I need more scrap to get the 4th tier harpoon. So, oh, right, Griffa. We're gonna go see Griffa. Thanks. I'm gonna regret quoting that one. The boundaries are a cliff. Cliff would work. Cliff would work. Got two things. We got Griffa to the left and a scavenging location. It's probably not as close as it almost looks. Yeah, Rummy, you missed that one by a few minutes. That just happened. There was some guy climbing on the hood of the car, okay? There was a guy on the hood of my car. What would you say? What would you say? Dev said there's no end, you just keep driving through the desert. Seraph Group, how are you doing? Yeah, I hadn't heard that. Maybe we'll explore that today. We'll try going to the edge of the map and see what happens. Some boundaries, not all of them. So there might be some cliffs and then some wide open desert expanses. That would be a neat way to handle it. Just make a procedurally generated emptiness that keeps going.
Yet you refuse to live. Perhaps you've forgotten who you are.
I know who I am.
If you knew, why would you wander like this?
I know where I'm going.
I do love an Aussie accent.
Tell me again, and you're going to the Plains of Silence.
That's my destination. I'm gonna cross the Plains of Silence.
That's our story. I still don't have the context for that, but cross the Plains of Silence. That's Max's goal right there. So next time someone asks, what's the story in this game? Someone answer, to cross the Plains of Silence. That's our goal. Longevity, increase Max's health. Yes, please. Metabolism, more health from food. A token to increase Max's legend level by 1. I still don't, maybe someone could tell me, I still don't understand the function of having a legend level. So you have a reputation. What does it do? Do you get attacked more? Do you get bonuses? Do you unlock more skills? What does the legend level do? I don't know. More water from water sources. Yeah. That. More scrap when looting. Yeah. Your vehicle doesn't actually consume that much fuel. Sounds weird, but fuel is not the biggest problem in the wasteland. Can you go to Thunderdome? I wish you could. More damage with a melee weapon, sure. Fury mode longer, that could be useful. One of the weird things about Griffa is you get these Griffa tokens. As soon as you talk to Griffa, you have to spend them all. So if you wanted to bank your points for when you unlocked more stuff in a certain category, you can't really do that. I have 5 more tokens, I have to spend them. I can't get off this screen. Can't back out. Can't lock them in without spending the rest. So we'll spend the rest. Legend level. Use less fuel. More damage with a melee weapon. Melee weapons don't break so fast. Let's go with that. Thank you for posting that. I keep forgetting to post the Metal Gear poll. We're going to play one Metal Gear Solid game this month. Come back to it. But I've never played 4 on stream, and it looks like 4 is winning the poll. There were about 28 votes total, 20 of them for Metal Gear Solid 4. I also was going to get a sub-only poll going for something, and I mentioned I have some ideas. What I might do for that, I was going to put it up without asking what you thought of the options, and then just see how people voted. But maybe I'll bounce this off of y'all here. If you're subbed to the channel through GameWisp, what if we spent roughly the last week of February playing Witcher? And the question was, do we play Witcher 1, 2, or continue the NG Plus Death March that we've got going right now? So, would that make a good sub-only poll? Let subs decide which Witcher game we spend a week on at the end of February. Because we could probably spend a week in the first game. Second one's a little shorter. And obviously, Wild Hunt is epic length, and we've already spent 300 hours on stream in it, or 250 or something, whatever it is. Hundreds of hours we've already done, but NG Plus is nowhere near finished. We've got NG Plus Hearts of Stone. I'd like to stretch out my NG Plus playthrough until Blood and Wine comes out. That might or might not happen. Do you think that would be good? Thank you, Rummy. T-Star, you like that idea? Because I know a lot of people who are to the channel are Witcher fans.
Deathly apparitions approach!
And in one sense, I'd like to play a little Witcher on stream every month. And there probably will be months where that doesn't happen, but why not? I think it'd be good to spend a solid week with The Witcher. I'm feeling a little bit of Witcher withdrawal. T-Star, you're on board with that? Lamia, well, I will get that poll going. What's up, Jim? How are you today, Jim? I'll get that going probably after the stream tonight. Or during a break from the stream today. History Relic.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Hey, the Seraph Group. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Good to have you here. Welcome aboard the Starship Chaos. Keep your hands and feet inside the seat while the ship is in motion. I think going out of the city this weekend was a great idea. Our house used to be under there. I think going out of the city this weekend was a great idea. Our house used to be under there.
One day they all came down. All the planes. One by one.
Hey, Steven. Thank you, Steven, for the follow. Welcome aboard.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Alerts are a little slow recently. I shouldn't be beating the alerts to the punch. Welcome, Steven. How many movie locations are included? I don't know. I'm not positive there are any, but there probably are. I've only seen the movie once. It was this past weekend. Gastown. Okay, yeah, of course. Gastown. Is that the same Gastown that's referenced in the movie? And what's it called? Is there like a bullet farm? Bullet farm? So I don't really know. I'm not sure, but Jim, you got it. You got Witcher 3 and the expansion for only 29 euros. Sweet. Gonna love it. You already know you're gonna love it, but love it. We are Woo. You should fire up Witcher 1 today, but you're green enough. You might blend into the chroma key. That. So even though I'll probably do this poll we were just talking about, Witcher 1, 2, 3, in my mind, I didn't really want to jump on Witcher 1. Since you're getting into that, I think it would be cool to wait. So I'm kind of hoping it turns out to be 2 or 3, but it's all good. We're going to do a poll. We'll see where it goes. I just ran over a small desert animal. It squealed, and now there's food on the ground that I won't be able to eat because my health is full. It's a rat. We drove over a rat. You love the Witcher series, Wolf? Until last year, I had never played it. I had tried unsuccessfully to get into the first Witcher a few times, but then I finally made myself play it when I started streaming on Twitch. It was the second or third or fourth game I played on Twitch. That was such a good move. I had so much fun with it. It took me about 30 hours to understand the game, but it got me into the series enough to really enjoy playing 2. And then Wild Hunt is one of the best gaming experiences I've ever had. And doing it here on Stream Blind was just incredible. I don't know what to do with a minefield. I kind of don't even want to mess with it. I've heard minefields are boring. I should still find out for myself, but I've heard they're boring. Is Thunderdome included? I don't think so, but how sweet would that be? That would make some serious DLC, wouldn't it? Hey, Mean Mask, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. What? They could do that, right? They could make Thunderdome as a piece of DLC. Bartertown, Thunderdome, why not? Who cares if it's not part of the new world in the new film? Who cares? They should do it anyways. I would buy Thunderdome DLC in a heartbeat. I would fucking pre-order Thunderdome DLC if they put that out there. Darth, they are boring, the minefields. What? Where'd they go? There was a marker here, and it's gone. Maybe it's only, maybe it's a day-night cycle thing. I don't know. Let's not worry about it. Go somewhere else. All right, Sempi. Good night. Good night. You take care, and everyone check out Sempiternal WoW on Twitch when you get a chance. Fun streamer, great guy. And we can throw another streamer command in there. We'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out with us. And he's in Australia. Jeets. We don't need to go to Jeets. So what are we doing? Let's do some questing. Let's do some questing. I almost have enough scrap for my 4th tier harpoon. So what does that mean? What does that really mean? We've got a quest to go all the way up here to Pink Eye. And when I went up that way, I was on the verge of getting my ass kicked. There were things around I couldn't do without a better harpoon. And let's head that way and see what happens. Let's head that way by way of a few scavenging locations. There it is again. It's on the map again. The hell with it. I'm leaving. I'm not chasing that dot on the map for the... I think I was going... This little tunnel, I think I was looking for the same one yesterday and couldn't find it. So I'm not going to try for the 4th time right now. When I have the time, I should explore the map borders. Yeah, so one would be... Don't want to go to the northern borders. I don't want to turn around right this second, but how about this? I am going to turn around right now. We've got Gutgash's side quest. Find and mark the first saltpeter source. It has to do with black powder. Let's go there. Let's go down to this location, and then we'll be near a border, although it does sort of look cliff-like down here, but let's find out. If we go hit up these locations, we should be able to get some sense of the borders. Hey, GT, welcome back. Good to see you today. You made it back. Welcome. How's your Wednesday shaping up? fucking clown is chasing me. All right, Top Gun. That didn't work. He wasn't close enough. But just like Top Gun, if you hit your brakes, they'll fly right by. And that did jack. That's great. That's great. You want more? You just follow me again. We'll give you some more. He's following.
So, Saint, where are we headed?
So,
Yeah, it didn't quite work the way I wanted.
mark the battle spots. Where can we find salt?
Oh, the yellow smelly? Sam knows. Yeah, Chopper. I'll show you.
As fun as the car combat can be, just ramming things and knocking them off the road, when they're on your tail, it's annoying as shit because they have this really unrealistic ability to drive with control you don't have if you drive their car. A lot of their cars totally suck. But when they're driving them, they're glued to the road. They can turn on a dime. They can accelerate faster than you can with your nitro. So. I'm not gonna hang around for his buddies to show up. Let's get out of here. Yes, leaving scrap on the road. Let's go. GT, you're doing real good. Awesome. How are we doing? All right. I'm just getting hungry. I was looking at the clock, thinking about a break and grabbing food. And soon. We're coming up on 2 hours here. That was nice. I barely winged him, but we had so much speed. We just took him out. Took him out with a wingtip. Hey, Crash, what's up? What's for late lunch? I might just do pizza.
Must be what Jake talked about.
Or I could put some pot stickers in. I have a couple of those, like dumplings. I still have some of those from before. So this is... This is why I get out of the car a lot. Because if you play chicken with a car, generally after a few rounds, they'll get out of the car, and then you can just kill them. Much easier. So we're gonna play chicken until this guy gets out. Shouldn't take much longer. And it's better than driving circles around him, having him chase you. He just needs to get tired of not hitting me. Doesn't usually take 4 or 5 dodges, but let's see. Come on, guy. Maybe he won't. Maybe something's different. But this worked pretty well for me yesterday. That obviously didn't work. Shotgun versus armored vehicle. Cute. I thought maybe the shells would get through the window. The sniper would. I've killed one of these guys through the front window of his vehicle with the sniper. Dude. It's also weird that they're willing to hit the magnum opus today. Yesterday, I was 100% sure. Screw this guy. Dude. So watch. Turbo, and he probably will have no trouble staying on me. Really fucking irritating, these clowns.
Such a mysterious force.
Now a whole fucking convoy. Alright, I'm getting out again before my car is all beat up. Bye-bye, assholes. Bye-bye. East Walker, Brown Zeros, then Phantom Pain. Oh yeah, Procyon beat me to it there, but there you go. How you doing, Procyon? So that's a little irritating when you've just got this AI vehicle that can turn on a dime and accelerate better than you can, and they just start following you in circles. You can get in a real headache of a...
The Iceman cometh.
They are working. What's up, Iceman? Welcome. Sound effects are working again. Bob, thank you for mentioning that before, too. Punkbot probably needed a restart. Antrobot needed a restart. Convoys always come at the wrong time. This. Yeah, this. No! Oh, fuck! I shouldn't have driven down here. Didn't need to drive down here. Good thing the car is better than it was yesterday.
This wasn't a battle. This was a slaughter. These roadkill are cut to pieces.
So, saltpeter
Better mark
is
this.
apparently found on decomposing bodies. Is that a real thing? Decomposing organic matter produces saltpeter, or did they just... What's the deal with that? I don't really know my no good at chemistry and huh. You realize, Jim, my PC was not built all at once. The case that I've got has been used for 3 or 4 different machine builds. I carried over the video card from my previous build to the current build, and then the video card's now been replaced. I can't even really give you a number. It's not some crazy number, pretty modest parts. I mean, at the time, the 3770 was a pretty expensive chip, but not really that fancy. And except for the video card, everything I've got is a few generations old now. You know nothing about explosives. Bet you're a whiz with routers. I don't know about a whiz. The client I saw on Monday is having some awkward issues since I was there that really don't have anything to do with what we changed, but the timing is too much of a coincidence for it to be completely unrelated, unless his router is a really nice, expensive, and new router just decided to start crapping out right after I was there. I want to get back on a road. I want to get back on a road. And then get to that race. Let's do a race. I blame you. You were playing Mad Max a little earlier. One of your favorite games in the wild, but you plan on getting Phantom Pain afterwards? That's so much fun with Phantom Pain. Good luck, man. Good luck, We Are Woo. I really hope you get your stomach in order. Wow, those caps. Those mangled caps. What happened with my ISP contacting me? No response yet. They followed on Twitter so that I could send them a direct message after I replied that I couldn't. And I sent them the phone number on my account and a few details about what's going on. I'm curious to see what they say, if anything. Best case, reps contacting some of the local offices, maybe finding out what's going on. I don't expect them to be able to change anything.
Don't stray.
Certainly, yes. You know I would never leave her side.
Celador, what's going on? How you been lately? We haven't seen you in a little while. Or maybe you have been lurking out there, but Celador, welcome. It is good to see you. You're liking the fob stuff and Phantom Pain, Jim? I still haven't gotten into any of that. I was a little surprised to see that DRK had. A little surprised. I don't know if he's still doing that, but I remember noticing DRK doing some fob stuff one day, and I thought I was never gonna see that. Said I was going to the race, but now I'm looking for this scavenging location. It's right next to it. Ah, you probably said so too, Celador. You were avoiding Dragon's Dogma because you want to play it. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, look at all those traps.
Come over here and fight like a man!
You walk through all your traps and fight like a man? Not sure I can get through this without setting him off. Let's try. Slowly, Max. Slowly.
You dare come and fight me?
I'm trying to dare.
Like smashing brain bags, do ya?
No, no, Max!
That's yours. Come closer.
Get some, get some. What was that? Oh, oh, I don't want to know what that... Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. That was a new enemy type for me. I did not know there were exploding enemies. I should have guessed there would be exploding enemies. I really need to stay away from the heavy attacks when I'm in the middle of a big group because I struggle more with the counters when I'm doing heavy attacks than I do when I'm just quick attacking. Oil driver! Fight like a man, but first walk through my cowardly traps. Exactly. When I run out, I'm gonna forget about him. I'm gonna go racing through those traps and just die. Just die. That's nice, Max. If you can loot a body through a closed car door, you can't loot that scrap when it's right in front of you. Is that going to be your new favorite quote, Rummy? Is that how much trouble I'm in for quoting that? You die now. Line. You die now. Wait, there was water in there and I didn't fill up my canteen? Crap. I'm not going back. I am not going back in. Let's go to the race. I want to race. Can I safely go over this cliff? Let's not find out. Off-roading! Generally, off-roading is a bad idea. Although your car upgrades can make it sort of manageable, off-roading is a bad idea. For the most part. Oh, what's with this nice purple light? What's with this hot purple light? Yeah, more of that, please. The game has nice sunsets. It's got long shadows, and this is new. I haven't seen this purple hue in the sky yet. And I've only done one race so far. I don't know how much harder they get. We'll find out, though.
Oh, the scorching lamp rises.
It confused me a bit too so far, GT. I don't have the answer. I think they are separate cars. I get that there are a lot of different car types because it's a car game in large part, and people are going to want different cars. But in my head, I just want one. I want Max to have his car and customize his car. I don't want Max to have a GTA garage full of fucking hot rods. That's not Wasteland Max. Max has one car. He loves it. He cares about it. He's gonna baby it. He doesn't have 12 cars. Not my Max. My Max doesn't have 12 cars. My Max has 1. Much as I can pull that off.
Crow dazzle raises a black wing. I salute your daring. Join
Choose your race.
love of steel and dust.
What's up, Doc? How you doing?
Murders us.
Good to see you, Doc Henson. How are you today? How's your week going? Up for a race? Up for a deadly race? Scatter run. Choose your own path or stick to the marked road. Reach the finish line before the other drivers and before the bomb under your vehicle explodes. So I'm going to stick to the path, try to. I guess if you were running the same race multiple times and you had some familiarity with the terrain, you could probably off-road it and make it a lot faster. My thought is, I'm more likely to blow up if I try and off-road, and I'd rather try and straight race it. So in these races, you don't, as far as I know, ever race your own car. You race with other cars. Compete to earn trophies. Plate Speedster, Armored Spotter. Like a bastardized PT Cruiser or something. Glad you did, Doc. Glad you did. And I should, after this race, let me take a break after this race and get some lunch started. Take that. I don't really know what the differences are. Access now free. Hood ornament. We have that. Oh, this race is a pain. Damn. You recognize it already? And I don't have boost. God, the lighting is sweet right now. Oh, well, there goes the fucking race already. I should not have tried to ram him. That's what greed gets you. That's what greed gets you. I was vying for first without ramming him. I probably could have taken first. Instead, I rammed him, spun out, and now we're fighting for it. Someone broke off, took a shortcut, possible shortcut. Somebody else broke off, took a different shortcut. Somebody else broke off, took a different shortcut. I'm getting the feeling shortcuts are the way to go here. All my opponents seem to think so. 38 seconds. And you have to get first to win the race. You don't get credit for second place in this. Second place is fail. And there goes, I'm in third place. Incoming third place failure. Okay. All right, let's do that again. You didn't finish first. You suck. First or nothing. Way to raise kids right. If you don't get first, you suck. You can kill the others. Yeah, but how much, you gotta, which are we gonna focus on? Taking them out or driving faster? I lost what felt like a shot at first place there by kind of trying to take them out a little bit. Let's see if I can drive clean and pull this off. I don't know how much faster their vehicles are. If I can avoid any unnatural spinouts, I wonder if I can just hold the lead. And your vehicle definitely performs worse if you go even slightly off the track. Like I lost some top speed there. No, don't spin. Don't spin, baby. Don't spin. No, where's my traction? Fuck. Oh, come on. Come the fuck on. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go. Lost a lot of speed by cutting the corner there. Hold it together, baby! Hold together, baby. Hold together, baby. There we go. Mean Mask. Sorry, I got distracted. Saw your question there. Thank you, Rummy. They are not, as far as I know, players. We had that choice. There were two types of races. One type was a straight race, and the other did look like it was some sort of multiplayer. Like you, it's a time trial. You race against your own times, but do you race against ghost racers, other players? That recording the race I just made and somebody could play against it? I don't really know how that works. GT 8-ball. You got to ask 8-ball a question. Anything you put after it, and you'll get a response. 1, 2, 3, baby. Oh yeah, I'm still in motion. New vehicle available in vehicle collection. There are non-primary missions available at Gut Gashes. I think I'm gonna go. What am I doing for food here? It's gonna be a two-parter. I'm gonna take a break and then I'll have to run down and get it a few minutes after the break, as tends to happen. Okay. Okay, I'll see you all in a few minutes. Cheers.